King Von's quote-unquote murderer, Lil Tim, is officially free, basically. He's not getting charged of having anything to do with murdering King Von. So let's go over the article and see exactly what happened. King Von's alleged killer, Lil Tim, has reportedly had the 2020 murder charges against him dropped in Georgia. According to XXL, Tim's lawyer confirmed on Sunday, August 20th, that the murder charges have been dropped in the case surrounding King Von's death. The case against Mr. Leaks was dismissed prior to being indicted. The attorney relayed in a statement after speculation circulated online suggesting that his client was no longer being prosecuted over the Chicago rapper's killing. King Von, real name Devon Bennett, was shot November 6, 2020 outside an Atlanta hookah lounge following a dispute between his crew and Quando Rondo's entourage. 6 people were injured and 3 people were killed. King Von's Lil Tim, who was also shot during the deadly altercation, was arrested on murder charges in March 2021. He was later released from police custody shortly after posting a $100,000 bond. King Von's former girlfriend, Asian Doll, responded to the news of Tim's charge being dropped in a since-deleted tweet over the weekend. And this is what she said, and I don't believe this one bit. She said, "Because the police said Tim ain't kill him, the police did. That's why Lil Tim isn't getting charged." She's saying the police was the ones that actually shot King Von. And obviously, they're not going to get convicted for it because, police could just say, hey, we're doing a self-defense. But then, Lil Tim has the same argument. I'm doing a self-defense. I felt like my life was in danger. Georgia does have a stand your ground law. I live in Georgia, so it is if your life's in danger, you have the right to shoot and kill somebody unless they're running away from you. Like, for example, somebody comes on my lawn, and I feel like my life's in danger. This person's trying to break into my house. I grab the gun, shoot. But, like, if he's running away after I shoot him once, let's just say, I don't know, in the leg, and he's, trying to get away, and I'm still shooting at him, trying to kill him, then that's a little murder. Like, the guy's no longer a threat to you. He's trying to get away from you. You can't do that. But if he is a threat and you feel like, hey, this guy's, it's my life or his, stand your ground law, shoot him, do what you got to do to protect yourself. And that's basically what Lil Tim did with the King Von situation. It was a really petty situation. It was something that King Von could have avoided. Everybody could have avoided it. It was very stupid. I did the whole NBA Youngboy versus Lil Durk, What Really Happened documentary, went into like everything that went on. And to be honest with you, I think the whole thing started from females, man. That's all it is. This guy messing with this guy's female, this guy getting jealous, this guy getting upset about that, and then boom, boom, so on and so forth. And egos get involved, crews get involved, and then this type of situation happens, and unfortunately lives get lost for something stupid and petty that's not worth it at all, man. And then since then, obviously, King Von's gotten a lot of posthumous stories about him where, like, he's a murderer, he's a serial killer, and then you got, albums coming out from him that are actually pretty dope, and, all kinds of different stories, rumors about who King Von actually was. Was he this great person? Was he this killer? Was he this murderer? Was he a psychopath that deserved to die? All kinds of stuff like this. I know in my documentary, I like to highlight a different side, even though the title, what I did with it is I titled it something that would get people's attention because people seem to gravitate towards the King Von, murdering aspect. People just gravitate towards that. They love the fact that, hey, this guy was, a serial killer, quote unquote, and that, he had all these bodies and he was really about that life. Me, I took a different approach, even though the title was really, it said King Von, the demon from O Block. I titled it that because he actually called himself a demon, so he actually, literally, I think the album title is something like that. One of the projects or one of the songs has Demon from O Block. So I titled it that because I know it's going to get people's attention. They're going to be like, oh, demon, what is this guy going to be talking about? How many bodies he caught? Well, I took the completely different route. I didn't talk about any conspiracy theory bodies and did he actually do this and that. I talked a lot about the whatever positive side that he did, man. Donating to, Chicago charities and, even his neighborhood O Block. And then also the little story that he had when he was in prison, when he hopped on the $1 million worth of game podcast with Wallow and Gilly. He talked about helping this old guy in prison. He couldn't get it. He couldn't walk. So he would push him in this like little wheelchair and, would help him. He would remind him to take his pills and, just different sides of the story of King Von that I wanted to cover and, kind of highlight the fact that, hey, man, a lot of this stuff, a lot of these people, especially minorities, come in these bad neighborhoods. They're born in these bad situations, so they have to defend themselves, and they turn into these quote unquote monsters, serial killers, whatever the case may be, because a lot of them have to defend themselves. Some are actually out here just doing bad shit because they just want to do bad shit and they're bad people. I wholeheartedly believe that. There are some people like that, but I think, everybody has good and bad sides to them. So I just wanted to do something completely different. And I know a lot of people on that documentary, which was funny. I didn't realize till like probably a year after the documentary came out, a lot of people did like reaction videos to the documentary. If you search up, King Von, Demon from O Block reaction, a lot of people did reaction videos to them. And it's exactly how I wanted people to react. Is everybody in the beginning of the reaction videos like rubbing their hands? Oh, this is about to be crazy. He probably has Quake. If you know the content, they're probably like, Quake's going to deep dive into King Von's murderous, history. And it was completely opposite of that. I didn't even focus. I don't think I even touched on anything murdering besides obviously King Von getting killed. Other than that, I didn't touch on nothing relating to, King Von doing these whatever bodies and killing these people. I don't know. I wasn't there. I know, the police haven't officially convicted him of, anything that I'm aware of. I could be wrong on that situation. I don't know. But it's he said, she said, this, that, I wouldn't be surprised if he did have bodies. If he did, just karma caught up to him. If he didn't, it's fucked up to be spreading bad things about people when, they passed away. But then again, King Von liked that. King Von liked the aura of, am I this guy that you guys think I am on the internet? Am I this murderer? Am I this street guy that, people, King Von liked that. He liked that aura. It's what keeps him relevant to this day when you mention his name, So, yeah, man, Lil Tim is a free man. He didn't do anything wrong. In the video, I always said, Lil Tim never did anything wrong. It was a situation where he defended himself. He had every right to do that. If we take out the whole celebrity aspect of this, the whole rapper celebrity aspect of this, if this was just a regular people in this same situation, most people would side with Lil Tim and say, hey, the guy threatened the guy's life, shot him, self-defense, and that's it. But because, it's celebrities, it's rappers, it's this and that, people have different skewed, viewpoints of things, which we shouldn't, man. This guy's King Von is a regular human being, just like that. Bullet, dead. Just any one of us can get killed from a bullet and die. Regular human being, bleeds like us, laughs like us, cries like everything's human being. That's the thing I hate about a lot of this stuff is people put these celebrities on this pedestal of like, oh my God, like they're regular human beings, bro. They're not nothing special. I don't want. You guys should never, and I don't even, as much as I love 50, I'm a huge fan of his. I don't look at him like he's God. I'll never look at any celebrity like they're God. And I don't agree with everything 50 does too, man. I think you guys I know some people throw that on me like, oh, you're a stan and you agree with, no, bro. He's dropped ass music, ass movies. He's done, things here that just are not good. They're not, great, songs or movies. Which happens. Every artist has that. There's nothing wrong with that. So I've said that quite a few times. So anyways, I'm getting way off track here. My point in all this is that don't put these celebrities in a pedestal. What Lil Tim did was what anyone in that situation would have done to protect themselves, their friends, and their lives themselves. So it's no surprise that he got out of it, man. Nothing wrong with that. So rest in peace, King Von. Sad situation overall. Shouldn't have happened. Very, very, very unfortunate, especially after dropping his debut album, man. It took him passing for me to actually check out his music like that. I heard, I believe, Crazy Story maybe before he passed, but that's about it. It took him passing for me to really deep dive into his music and, know who he is as an artist and know that he's a great storyteller, man. That's one thing that he had really talented, storytelling. So, and I even like the new album, and it's pretty good. Grandson, I think it's called. So check that out if you haven't yet.